Hey guys, this is for part of Super Cup, which is last games of first leg. So our first game will be Arsenal vs Schalke. Arsenal finished third in Premier League, just 4 points behind champions Manchester United, after leading the league for much of the season. Their title challenge faltered after a poor run of form late in the campaign, including a pivotal 2-2 draw against Birmingham City, ended with 83 goals scored, showcasing their attacking flair. Also last season they sold Henry to Barcelona, on Champions League reached the quarter-finals, losing 5-3 on aggregate to Liverpool after a thrilling second leg. Notable wins included a 2-0 victory over AC Milan at the San Siro in the round of 16. Now Schalke. They finished third in Bundesliga, securing qualification for the UEFA Champions League. Consistent league performances, though they were well behind champions Bayern Munich. UEFA Champions League reached the quarter-finals, their best performance in the competition since its rebranding. Eliminated by Barcelona, 2-0 on aggregate. Notable victory, defeated Porto in the round of 16 after a dramatic penalty shootout.
Let's cross straight to the Emirates. Your commentary team is Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
We're here to describe the action for you. Nice to have you with us, Martin Tyler here and Alan Smith. How do you think this game will go? Two really good teams, Alan.
Well, it's wonderful to see two heavyweights coming head-to-head like this. I mean, it's so difficult to forecast a winner at this point, but what we have got is a high-quality game.
Everywhere I travel with you, Alan, people come up and talk to you about Arsenal. It must still have a very big place in your heart.
Yeah, it does. It's one of those clubs that stays with you when you've retired. It's a special place, one of those clubs you're proud to have represented when you look back on your career.
Here's the celebrated referee today, Jean-Daniel Lacagne. Wow, what a goal. When you hit a volley like that and you get it absolutely right, it's so spectacular.
It is. There's no better sight in football than somebody that can time those volleys as well as this boy can. Well, it looked an easy take, didn't it? But the hard part is anticipating where to put yourself in that box, and this lad has mastered that art.
To go back to the training ground to improve that part of his game.
So I think he's just
put the move together very quickly and clinically and got their reward.
Well, once they'd found that final pass, the player in possession, he's in great form. You never thought he was going to miss.
Good viewing for the defenders, this goal.
So our next game will be Ajax vs Inter. So Ajax finished second in Eredivisie, just 2 points behind champions PSV Eindhoven, narrowly missing out on the title. Scored 93 goals, showcasing their attacking prowess but lacked consistency in key moments. And Europa League exited in the round of 32, losing to Getafe 3-2 on aggregate after dropping into the competition from the Champions League qualifiers. So Inter finished first with 85 points, just 3 points ahead of Roma after a tight title race. Secured the title on the final match day with a 2-0 win over Parma, both goals by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. On Champions League they lost against Liverpool, 3-0 on aggregate. Disappointment in Europe marked a weak point of the season.
Against Inter Milan. High time we headed off to the Amsterdam Arena. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Hi there, everybody. Martin Tyler here in the Amsterdam Arena. We've had a huge amount of build-up for this game. Alan, is it going to carry on the pitch? Are we going to be richly entertained?
Well, I do hope so, Martin. I mean, we've got a full house, we've got a wonderful atmosphere, and we've got two high-quality teams.
It was Jose Mourinho who led them to that Italian treble in 2010. And it was amazing, really, his magic touch. And they'd had success before, but somehow he brought something different to his, maybe his short-term fix or whatever it was, but it worked, didn't it?
It did, and I think it was the discipline of the team that struck you and that brought them such success, that ability to overcome Barcelona in the semi-finals, and yeah, they won't forget him in a hurry, I don't think, in Milan.
And the referee today, Rodolfo Costinha. To get into there, so close to goal, and the ball just fell for him.
Yeah, that's meat and drink, any good striker. Just another one on the tally.
Good look here, again, via the replay of the goal.
It's a bad day at the office for those defenders, and yet another rash challenge.
Who really wants to take on this responsibility, and it showed.
Ibrahimovic never suffers from a lack of confidence, and perfect for those kind of situations.
And here is another angle on that goal. Put it away. One-touch finish.
Yeah, and that's a measure of his confidence. He is on top of his game.
Well, I want to see this again, this team, this goal. Goal.
Well, do you know what? I think the keeper should have held that, and the fact that he's fumbled it has cost his team dear.
Let's have another peek at that goal.
And he surely would have scored.
The expression one manager used, brains of a rocking horse. I'm afraid that was the judgment call here, and the referee's seen it that way. He's going to send him off.
Yeah, and if those teammates have got anything about them, they'll have a stiff word in the dressing room afterwards.
These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Yeah, I think so, and it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
So next game, Lyon vs Spurs. Lyon won Liga 1, winning their 7th consecutive league title. Finished first with 79 points, 4 points ahead of second-placed Bordeaux. Key victories and consistency secured their dominance in French football. Also 3-1 Coupe de France, defeating Paris Saint-Germain 1-0 in the final with a goal from Sidney Govou. Achieved a domestic double for the first time in the club's history. On UEFA Champions League, eliminated in the round of 16 by Manchester United, 2-1 on aggregate. Drew 1-1 in the first leg but lost 1-0 at Old Trafford despite a strong performance. Now Spurs. They had horrible season in Premier League, finished 11th place. Manager Martin Jol was sacked in October, replaced by Juan Ramos, who stabilized the team but couldn't improve league form significantly. But they won League Cup, defeating Chelsea 2-1 in the final after extra time. Goals from Dimitar Berbatov, penalty, and Jonathan Woodgate secured Spurs' first trophy since 1999. This victory qualified Spurs for the 2008-09 UEFA Cup.
Tottenham Hotspur. So without further ado, we're off to the Stade Gerland. Your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Always interesting at this stage to see these friendly games, maybe a bit of experimentation. That's what we've got for you today. I'm Martin Tyler, along with Alan Smith, to call the action for you. We've had a huge amount of build-up for this game. Alan, is it going to carry on the pitch? Are we going to be richly entertained?
I do hope so, Martin. I mean, we've got a full house, we've got a wonderful atmosphere, and we've got two high-quality teams.
We're talking about Tottenham, and it's probably a bit difficult for you to talk about Tottenham, but what were those games like when you played against Spurs?
Lively, competitive. For the fans, you sensed that it was different, the most important game of the season. They would remind you of it in the days leading up to the match. But, yeah, we had some great tussles with them, and thankfully we usually used to come out on top.
The man in charge today, Alvaro Martin Granero. To just walk it into the net, and there'll be some questions asked about this later.
Well, the keeper's gone walkabouts, but what a gilt-edged golden opportunity. Couldn't miss.
It's a goal worth looking at again, isn't it? Taken.
Well, do you know what? I think the keeper should have held that, and the fact that he's fumbled it has cost his team dear.
Still don't know which way this one's going to go with 5 minutes to go, score still level. And here is another angle on that goal.
So our last game for today and last game for first leg, Shakhtar vs Barcelona. Shakhtar won Ukrainian Premier League with 74 points, reclaiming the title from Dynamo Kyiv, scored 80 goals, showcasing dominance in attack and finishing 3 points ahead of Dynamo. Also they won Ukrainian Cup defeating Dynamo Kyiv 2-0 in the final, completing a domestic double. Goals came from Alexander Gladkay and Brandao. UEFA Champions League. They eliminated in the group stage, finishing third behind AC Milan and Celtic, dropped into the UEFA Cup, where they were eliminated in the round of 32 by Tottenham Hotspur. Now Barcelona, they finished third in La Liga, with 67 points, 18 points behind champions Real Madrid, struggled with inconsistency and dropped crucial points, leading to the dismissal of manager Frank Rijkaard at the season's end. On Copa del Rey, reached the semi-finals, but were eliminated by Valencia 4-3 on aggregate. On UEFA Champions League, reached the semi-finals, losing to Manchester United, 1-0 on aggregate. Despite solid performances, they couldn't score in either leg, and that was time when two goats met each other.
We're off to the Donbass Arena. Here's your commentary team, Martin Tyler and Alan Smith.
Here we are today, Alan Smith and myself, Martin Tyler. We've got a friendly match to describe for you, to commentate on for you, and we're looking forward to that very much indeed. There's a little bit of edge in any professional football match, isn't there? Teams are lining up for what we call a friendly, but you'd be very surprised if there isn't a tackle or two in it.
Well, I think so, and what they will play with is a great deal of freedom, and that can quite often lead to a really entertaining match.
The city of Donetsk has a modern area to it, and this is part of it, a centrepiece really, this wonderful stadium, beautifully appointed and certainly worthy of the big games it had in Euro 2012.
Oh, it is. It's a magnificent arena. Reminds me a little bit of the Emirates, Arsenal's home. Wonderful ground.
Tim van Tilburg is our match referee. Time with niceties there, just hit the shot first time.
Well, he knew he didn't have too much time in the box, and he was right to take it on, but it was great technique. You have to say that's great accuracy of the strike, because the way he's hit that just under the bar, the keeper had no chance.
Got the equaliser, and from the neutral point of view, it's just what we want to see.
Look at the number of defenders around him there, but he still managed to get his strike away. Great composure.
And here is another angle on that goal. They've got the lesser players here, Alan, but they're trying to show that the whole is greater than the sum of the individual parts, and they've got a goal.
What they are, Martin, is a good team. They stick together. They've got the reward here.
And that's a goal well worth analysing again.
Lines in the papers tomorrow, but instead, well, he's going to get some stick off the fans for that.
A match of fine margins. The final whistle has gone, and the final score is 2-1. Well, they wanted this friendly game to get themselves going again. They've lost the game, but in the end,